All right, fam. As probably know, I watched the Oscars yesterday at TV at night, and for those who don't know, the '98 Oscar Academy Awards was aired on yesterday on ABC and Disney Plus and Hulu if you live in America. But I was watching on ITV UK feed of that, but we're hosting by Jonathan Ross. It's amazing comedian. It's also not as good as Grant Norton. So yeah. I watched it yesterday, and the reason because I watch it and it's a lot of fun. There's the awards we got a lot attention to categories, mostly from best animated feature, best picture, best actor, But I gotta say, I love that the thing about the Oscars is more different. That this movie, last year's movie, 2025 to 2026, it was probably more different. The movies between from like a few which from Warner Brothers and another few which was from Netflix. And is there enough? These movies are this game originally Netflix may acquire Warner Brothers, but that didn't work. But eventually to Paramount. So yeah, I digress. Anyway, the thing about but anyway, the thing about the Oscars is more different. Like I love that any one of the films will gone groundbreaking. It got Sinners, one better than another. Cinema Wall, Frankenstein, Get Toto's Frankenstein, F1, and Bulgarian. This is a remake of the Korean film. About probably wouldn't seen that many a times, and that's it. And I think I'm probably playing some more. Train Dreams is like a Terrence Malick-esque movie. So for the director of Sing Song, whatever Sing Sing, that's and Habnet. Because this movie is not because I probably know movies has gone more critical acclaim and more become the best at work. So this is like. This is the beginning of like watching this movie. So probably in the award shows it was more different than usual. Many disagreed, many didn't like it. So the reason because K-pop, because these awards were given surprised me. The best animated feature and the best original song goes to K-pop Demon Hunters and her song Golden. And wow, that was phenomenal. I think this is like it won because for reasons that people respect K-pop Demon Hunters is that they're fan based and especially Netflix and after the failed attempt Netflix acquired Warner Brothers, but it wanted to know is stay independent because Netflix wanted to continue as independent and because K-pop Demon Hunters and especially One Piece live action series came out season 2, so other rest because I want to expect Netflix were want to continue produce kind of contest, and he didn't win the best picture for God's sake. So, I mean these movies like between K-pop Demon Hunters and another Netflix movie, Get Toto's Frankenstein, like I gotta say this like were basically a different kind of thing. Like I love the streaming service is more different than nowadays. Now I think that this pretty much K-pop Demon Hunters is a phenomenal film. I want to go see someday, but I would say if you're not anyone familiar with the hit song Golden, and even the live performance was turned pitched down because it probably can't sing higher. So whoever the voice who did the voice of the hit song, so I appreciate you, and whoever the produced the song and everyone involved at Sony Pictures Animation, I deserve better. So yeah. But I probably over to another thing. We went to. I probably mentioned that co-opening with Conan O'Brien dressed up as a Amy Martyr's character from Weapons was because it was funny. That's like he cosplaying or something, and then the kids, and then everyone slapped it. Pencils, and then kids run around while Beastie Boys Sabotage plays. That just reminds me that with the man. I think that's the same song they used for background in the teaser trailer of Minions 3. Minions 2, sorry. Minions 2, the second one, The Secret of Groot. So I think that this is the funniest thing. I given a flashback of the Emmys 2006 co-opening. So, but this one is more different. That's how like he play. Instead of doing a comedy skit, it's want to do co-opening where kids run around to a corner with some movies like F1, Marty Supreme. Oh, I almost forgot the nomination. Marty Supreme. Anyway, Marty Supreme. And then Hot Met and one better than another. K-pop Demon Hunters and Cemetery Wall. What we call that? So. Well, you know, and that's it. That's it. They run into the things, kids running to attack to corner while Beastie Boys song plays. That's amazing. So yeah, the thing about this I mentioned that as we know that the Oscars is more different than usual. Now I haven't mentioned that. If you're at the end of the episode, I mean, close post-credit scenes like you did with Marvel or like any time in new movies, there's the end of the scene when Connor went to. There's an homage to one battle and another, but then the end of the after that got a problem, and then the end with Mr. Beast, host of Life. So I probably know that Mr. Beast is a YouTuber and social media star because you know what that means. I haven't so and also did another skit before that they did of the YouTube ads interrupted the Oscars. The reason because they announced that the Oscars will be moving to YouTube beginning in 2029. So I think that the reason that because it's linear TV and streaming services will come nowadays have become different, and YouTube is a future like. This focus on kind of streaming live events, morphing from podcasts to all that stuff. So I think that's pretty much the road to YouTube. Oh, I forgot to mention, Michael Pryor is in the Oscars too. So I'm sure this is happening. I haven't 100% sure it's happening, but I did made a video. So yeah, this is like the Island himself. Like he did an Island movie, started a movie, and I think this is pretty gone quick. People are probably got a lot of problems with anti-woke grifters about that. Anyway, I respect that Michael Pryor is a great guy. I love this guy. He's a Les player YouTuber, not as good as a PewDiePie or Jack Speck the guy, or most critical. Yeah, he used to be a Les player, but now he's make YouTube videos about topics, but I digress. Anyway, let's move. Okay, and now over to your best actor and best actress. I don't mention the best picture. I usually say it's going to be win, since it's going to be win, but unfortunately, it one better than another was actually one. So yeah. Anyway, the best actor surprised me was it was going to be best. This is going to be true. I respect the best actor goes to them was none other than your boy Michael B. Jordan. Sorry, doing the and then see your launch thing. I'm probably doing it anymore. Anyway, yes, Michael B. Jordan. Okay, I'm stopped saying. Anyway, Michael B. Jordan, one of the best actor in best performance, acting performance in Sinners for this year's Oscars, and people respect Michael B. Jordan. I know after ever since after back in the day, young rising star, he did like the Judge Trank Chronicles was probably held. Even the Ryan Higa did a parody of movies in the minute video, and then they completely ruined their life with destroyed career with god awful fan stick movie for 10 years ago. And yeah, it's so bad. I really know he might have killed career, but then Stallone saved the day with not Expendables. What it is the Creed movie was Stallone starring, and it was a phenomenal. That movie changed Michael B. Jordan's career forever. And then he been a collab with Ryan Coogler, so yeah, it's becoming a further collaborator. What did we get to go with? What did Martin Scorsese did with Robert De Niro and Leonardo DiCaprio, and especially Get a Good Week and Social Roman, the first two movies, the Lady Bird and Little Women. So yeah, but still, I would respect that Michael B. Jordan is become the new Denzel Washington. In fact, he had mentioned that in the black actors list to inspire, like Michael B. Jordan, Forrest Whitaker, Samuel L. Jackson, you name it. So I love these actors, the black actors, with more black audience. Ever since Get Out, Jordan Peele's Get Out is probably more the first horror film that was mostly for black actor, but mostly for actors and mostly white ones. But this pretty guy, but Sinners big one with the most critical acclaimed film, and I loved it. Ryan Coogler was playing, respected the director. He did a lot of great thing, and Michael B. Jordan played the twin characters. That's probably related to, I think, they remind me of. This is the same studio that who didn't produce another film the same year with Alto Nights, starring with Robert De Niro. That didn't work, but Sinners did. So yeah, and it reminds me. I pretty much like people respect the proof bit with with the Disney film The Parent Trap with Lindsay Lohan. So yeah, I think this childhood melodies, but I think they gave inspiration. So yeah, anyway. That said, I think Michael B. Jordan continued with acting career to the success of like Creed movies. He made a directorial debut with Creed 3 with starring alongside God for Help Us, Jonathan Majors. Yikes. And he continued with the directorial effort with another film with the remake, a new adaptation of the Thomas Crown Affair will be releasing sometime next year or possibly next year over at Amazon and GM. So we will see what happens. And so I hope Michael B. Jordan's career took off, because this is becoming the new Denzel Washington. So I appreciate you, Mr. Jordan B. Jordan. It's not even Michael Jordan, but I think they used the joke from the god awful Space Jam and New Legacy. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let's and now over to the best actress. I haven't seen the Hamlet yet, but I'm probably gonna see that. But the biggest surprise that's probably I'm gonna win. I'm gonna say that Jessie Buckley will win the best actress, and it won, led by the last year's Oscar winner, best actress winner, Mikey Madison from Arona, and as well as another films like Once Upon a Time in Hollywood and Scream 5. The fifth Scream film that's like he kill off, like he's probably the most like I even know that I seen the SNL skit opening monologue when Mikey Madison scream a lot, like did with Mia Goth. Like he's like compared with Mia Goth did with the couple of films, got screaming like this. Like I mean, I made a compilation of that, like watching Poe or any other movies that got screaming many times. Like wow. I think Mia Goth is pretty much I think Mikey Madison is pretty much not Mia Goth, but not horror. But yeah, anyway, that's it. That announced the last year. They announced by the last year's best actress, Mikey Madison from Arona, was also won the best picture and the best director for Sean Baker. So I'm gonna watch it. There's a great film. I think that because of the reasons that I'm probably not gonna say this. So anyway, Jessie Buckley. It was a lot of fun. I know him from a few times. I've seen a couple of films, but I think Jessie Buckley is pretty much no one working with the Irish actors like Paul Murphy, Claire Murphy, or Barry Keoghan, or I don't know. But he's probably all the side. But different. But even the island, different, but different from UK. This United Kingdom. There's probably British actors more like appealing to kind of audience in the island, but even here in Ireland, but it's because different. Let's say even probably listen to Sinead O'Connor or the Cranberries or Kneecap. Like I probably know the Irish people will listen to that. Oh, House of Pain. That technically was a sort of the Irish type band, but now I know what the Irish is. It's like House of Pain is American, not even Irish. Like listen to the couple of songs. I probably see one hit, one Wonderland video from Total Shadows, but yeah. But still, Jessie Buckley won for Best Actress, and I like I said, I know her since the I think he did a couple of times. He did see movies like Mr. Conservation, Men from Alex Garland, and the one movie I probably forgot to mention. But yeah, Better Compliment movie. I don't know what the name of the movie, but Jessie Buckley was a great film, a great actress. He steered the show in Hamlet, and I loved it. It is one of the best performances in period, but unfortunately it fell short to the next film. The Bride was basically like, oh my god, it was a Frankenstein monster of the mess. Like, I know what to say, Warner Brothers got a studio mandate, and oh boy, this is going to be the worst movie of 2026 period, between Mercy with starring Chris Pratt. So, and I gotta say, this is like, why I know Jessie Buckley went to from Hamlet to this. This is, I probably show The Bride is just so disappointment. It flopped in box office because of the Disney Pixar hoppers, because it was a better film than the crappy Bride movie alongside Batman himself, Kristen Bell. Why? Jesus Christ. But I know it pretty, because it was written by studio interference, and I think this movie feel like more or less the kind of the love story, and more like a Joker meets Cruella. So it's like the punk rock of the mess. Was like, Jesus Christ. So look, I compared to the look, Cruella did fine, but The Bride is the stupidest thing since. This is maybe the worst movie, but ruined by a studio man they led by since god awful Borderlands movie 2 years ago. Because let's be honest, Eli Roth not deserve better, and that was ruined by the studio who made, like, say, the Hunger Games and John Wick, Now You See Me, and a lot of others, especially the recent The Housemaid movie. So you can blame the Lionsgate, has probably become the most okay studio, but this problem considered mini major. He made more bunch of B movies nowadays. So yeah, but they also were knowing that, yes, I know, but even though Lionsgate was putting on a lot of financial troubles after Split for Star, but yeah, but I think probably on a pretty bad. Even the Michael Jackson biopic will be good to save Lionsgate, although handling the U.S. and Canada distribution rights, but Universal Pictures handled the international rights, including Japan. So it belonged to Kino Films. But yeah, but still, but The Bride on the hand is pretty much this is like the Warner Brothers ruined the movie because of the problems and studio interference. And being reason that Jessie Buckley, this movie nearly killed Jessie Buckley's career. And to that, then Hamlet and Jessie Buckley won the Best Actress. So yeah, not branding. I'm probably going to watch The Bride someday, but I probably skipped. I'm going to watch on HBO Max someday. So yeah. And also same goes to Sinners. I'm going to watch on HBO Max too. So reason why I skipped the theaters, he had no time. So yeah. Anyway, but still, I deserve Jessie Buckley, and mostly for young Irish actors, mostly not like Cillian Murphy or Paul Mercer, what we call that, and a lot of others, and Barry Keoghan, and especially the original OG Irish actor Michael Fassbender, and especially my boy and one and only Colin Farrell, I did a video about Fatigue. So yeah, so I would deserve her for the Best Actress. I hope you see what's happening in the future because after the Oscar run and the disaster that is The Bride. So yeah, I probably be happening in the future. So I would deserve better. Jessie Buckley and Mikey B. Jordan deserve the better in the future. We will continue work after one of the Oscars. So yeah. So in conclusion, I think the Oscars was great for last year. I mean, Amy Marshall's character from Rebels won the Best Act. Amy Marshall's won the Best Supporting Actress. I don't know what Supporting Actress is. It won this thing in the show because he playing the older lady. I mean, he had a makeup. I mean, I compared to another film like Aging Woman, how to doing this, The Substance. Yeah, it was Demi Moore. Like, well, who cares? But but he did fail. Like he had the same hairstyle. Like he had hair. Like he also had a bald. So yeah, that's The Substance. Isn't it about a horror film? What do you know? Anyway, so yeah, Anyway, the Oscars. This year's Oscars is great, and I deserve better. Conan O'Brien was a phenomenal job for the second time. Hosting the Oscars, and I hope if you're not anyone I mean, he might come back for the next year's Oscars, but I think this not even pretty much going to be replaced by different hosts, like say, I don't know, Jimmy Kimmel, but yeah. So yeah, I exceeded. Might be a bit getting back someday, but who knows? But I think Conan O'Brien deserved better, and I think that I know some of the cameos I think that the Oscars is going a lot of different direction before 2029, before he didn't move to YouTube. So I came excited what's going on next. So if you want to know, I hope 2026 was a good year for cinema, and especially less not so good year because of recent events I will not touch. So yeah, that's my thoughts of the Oscars 2026. What do you guys think? What's your favorite the Oscar nominated movies for 2026? The Best Picture, and then K-pop Demon Hunters doesn't count. So yeah. So let me know in the comments below and tell me what you think. And I hope you see what happens. And also that Tiffany Chalamet comments that they make a pun of the Oscars and make a joke. So yeah, that's like a controversy. So no, I think this is becoming the new, like say, female version of Racist Ziegler. So not sorry, but I think that Tiffany Chalamet deserves better. Can't wait to see in Dune Part 3. This is the same day as it came out the same day as Doomsday. Avengers Doomsday, so we'll see. But anyway, I don't know what the hell is doing this drama. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me know what you think. Like I said, what's your favorite Oscar Best Picture nominee movie for this year? What is the Oscar? Let me know in the comments. And I think that my favorite one. I think I once saw it was Mother Supreme. That's a really good film. Tiffany Chalamet was gave out the best performance, and so the supporting cast, including Gwyneth Paltrow. So, big props to the Safran Josh Safran, who helmed the movie. So yeah, and I probably know this is mentioned that this might become the A24's highest grossing movie of all time, being out with everything and we're all the ones. So we deserved all the team and A24. So yeah. Anyway, let me know in the comments below and tell me what you think. And be sure to like this video, share your friends, and don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so we update all the channel. And I haven't much to say, so thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video. And I hope two beautiful actor and actress, including Michael B. Jordan. Okay, I'm stop saying that now. And Jessie Buckley will deserve better and continue in future. But I hope we'll see what happens. And I believe that Jessie Buckley I haven't mentioned that Jessie Buckley would go on the next film with Dakota Johnson. And I will be seeing what happens. So we will see. So I hope Jessie Buckley might return, once again, continue acting career after the Oscar winner and disaster that is them starring in the god-awful The Bride movie. God damn it. That was so bad that people didn't care that movie because of the studio interference type thing. I give it flashbacks of the Borderlands movie 2 years ago. Jesus Christ. Anyway, we both deserve better continuing acting in the future. So yeah. All right. Until then, over and out.